What is consumer equilibrium? How consumer equilibrium is determined with the help of Hicks-Allen approach or the ordinal approach or through the indifference curve approach. The consumer attains equilibrium when he or she gets higher satisfaction from the purchases made in the market after spending the particular amount of income. So income and prices are taken given for determination of the consumer's equilibrium. Now let we see the effects on the consumer's equilibrium due to the change in the income or the prices in the market. So it is possible that income may rise or income may fall. So accordingly, the consumer's budget line will change, and not only the changes in income take place, but yes, prices also vary. They can also change. They can also rise or fall, and thus the consumer's equilibrium is affected. It is affected. It is changed, and accordingly, the consumer's behavior can also change. Consumers' demand can also change. So let me see how does the changes take place. So consumer's equilibrium can change if the income or the price changes. So what is the meaning of this? So consumer attains equilibrium when he or she gets maximum satisfaction given the income and prices. The equilibrium changes if income of the consumer or the prices in the market change. The equilibrium point can shift upward or downward, bringing the satisfaction level upward or downward. So it can increase, it can decrease. If the income rises, satisfaction can go up. If reverse happens, satisfaction falls. If the prices rise, satisfaction falls, and reverse happens if the prices fall. So let me explain. So first we are going to explain the impact on the budget line due to the change in the income. So if whether income rises or falls, what happens? Let me see. So here in diagram, in figure, along OY axis we have taken good Y, and along OX axis we have taken good X. BL is the initial budget line, that is income with the consumer, as done in the consumer's equilibrium. Supposing 100 rupees and it was 10 pens or 10 notebooks or 10, and here it is again B is for point 10 and L is for point 10. So B is the boundary for one good and L is the boundary for the another good. So it is the overall limit is only BL, below which the consumer can purchase. So on the BL, the consumer has the capacity to purchase. So here is the equilibrium point on the consumer's equilibrium IC1. Now suppose the income rises. Suppose the income becomes 200. So the BL jumps from BL to B1 L1. That is new budget line, BL1. Here it is reflected as BL1. It is a new budget line, and the consumer moves from point E on the lower indifference curve to new indifference curve, that is IC2, and the new equilibrium point here is E1. So the jump from point E, that is previous equilibrium, to new equilibrium point E is due to the rise in income. So this has increased the consumption of the consumer from point E to E1. So this is called the income effect. It can be forward income effect. If the income rises, it can be backward income effect. It can be positive income effect. It can be negative income. So income can rise, income can fall. Accordingly, the consumption can shift. So income effect and consumption effect. The shifting of the budget line is called income effect, and The line that joins these two consumption points, that is E and E1, it is called the ICC, that is income consumption curve. Income consumption curve joining the two consumption equilibrium points. So this is the result due to the change in income on the consumer's equilibrium. Now, impact of change in price. So price of good, say X, can rise, can fall. Price of good Y can rise, can fall. So accordingly, the income of the consumer, the purchasing capacity of the consumer changes. So if price of one good rises, its quantity falls, and reverse happens. Here we have to keep the price of the other good and the income constant, or just to explain the analysis, just to analyze the phenomenon, impact, to see the effect. So let me explain this with the help of figure. Here in figure, BL is the previous budget line where the consumer is equilibrium at point E on the indifference curve IC1. So now what has happened? The price of good X, the price of good X has fallen, and that of Y is same, the income is same. That is, we have assumed no change in income of the consumer, no change in price of good Y. So the budget line shifts from BL to L1. This indicates that the quantity of good X has increased. Why? Because good X has become cheaper. So the budget line has tilted to BL to BL1, and the new equilibrium point is E1. So how does this happen? This has happened due to the change in price. Change in price of what? Of good X. What is the change? The change is the fall in price of the good X. So the result is increase in demand of the good X. So the consumption has shifted from E to E1. This shifting is called the price effect, and the point joining point E1 and E and E1 will become the PCC, or price consumption curve. Let me see in next slide. So price effect and price consumption curve. So price effect due to change in price, and joining the 2 points as in the figure, it becomes PCC, price consumption curve. In the figure we can see price consumption curve. So joining point E and E1, we get PPC. The shift in the budget line is due to the price change, that is price effect, which can be further broken into 2 parts, income effect and substitution effect. So let me conclude here that yes, the consumer equilibrium can change due to the change in income as well as the change in price. The income change results in the income effect and gives the income consumption curve, and the price change results in the price effect and resulting in price consumption curve. So this is how the consumer equilibrium changes after the change in income and the prices. Thank you all.